Welcome to Go with Kyle Harbaugh. By combining traditional business building methods with AI, Kyle helps law firms, financial advisors, and a variety of businesses thrive in a changing world to build custom growth playbooks to success. Now, here's Kyle.
Welcome back to Go with Kyle Harbaugh. By combining traditional business building methods with AI, Kyle helps law firms and other professional service businesses grow smarter and scale without chaos. I'm Evan Mack, and today we're talking about shared leadership and how simple roles create focus and clarity inside growing firms. Many business owners step into leadership without formal training, and over time that can create confusions, overload, and stalled growth. This episode is about designing leadership intentionally instead of leading by default. Kyle, welcome back, brother.
Hey, it's great to be here. I'm excited about this topic. This is shared leadership. Leadership in general is something I get excited about. I really love, and it's a key factor to you being able to grow your firm.
Awesome stuff. Then let's get into it though, Kyle. Many lawyers start their firms because they're great at practicing law, not because they set out to build and lead an organization. How does that shift from practitioner to leader? How does that typically happen in your experience?
Yeah, so you can only do so much. If you want to have a greater impact, you have to bring on other people who share your vision and who see the need in the community, see the need that in the market, and want to fill that need. And so it's really important to first just understand what is important to you, what is the need that you fill, and then begin to identify other people, to build the team around that you can partner with to really have a larger impact.
So when a business owner continues to do everything inside the firm, what impact does that have on focus, team development, and long-term growth?
You need to ask yourself, am I a mentor? Because maybe some people aren't. Some people, they are going to be, they're great at practicing law, but their, mentorship isn't really something that they're interested in. And that's okay. You need to understand who can be a mentor, because that's employee development and serving your clients at a high level. That's going to require mentorship. And maybe you can bring along one or two other people and help them gain skills under you, what we would call apprenticeship. But it's going to take other people if you want to do it at scale and you want to continue growing.
So what changes inside a business when the owner steps back and concentrates only on the work they are truly exceptional at?
Oh, well, then you do more of what you're great at. And then the idea is bring on other people who are great at the thing you're not great at. So everything just runs better. Now, it does take hard work. It does take clear conversations and documentation. There's several steps there, but the idea is everybody do the thing they're the best at, and everything runs better.
In growing firms, there are generally two leadership models. One builds a strong trial or revenue team alongside, a back-end operational team to keep the firm running, and the other has the owner trying to manage both sides personally. How do those two models differ over time in your experience?
Yeah, so 75% of law firms in the United States are 6 attorneys or less. Most of those law firms are going that second route. They're going that second option where the owner manages and owns everything, is the decision maker, and quite frankly, you only have so many good decisions to go through. You only have about 122 system 2 decisions, deep decisions you can make on a daily basis. After that, you get brain fog, you get tired, you're fatigued. Your decision making abilities simply go down.
So when a firm intentionally builds both a strong front end team and a back end leadership structure, what becomes possible that wasn't possible before?
Scalability. I mean, you now can grow and you have the capacity to manage all these different elements that you need to manage so that you can grow.
And on the other hand, when the owner insists on leading, revenue, managing operations, and making every other major decision, what patterns tend to emerge in your experience?
Overwhelm, burnout, this rubber band effect. So you might grow for a while, and then things kind of break, and you go back, and you're much smaller. And I've experienced that a few different times where somebody might have a team of 8 people, and then multiple people quit, leave, get sick, say, this isn't for me. I can't handle this anymore. There's a whole bunch of different issues. You hire the wrong person to take some workload off of the firm, and you don't make a good hiring decision, and then all of a sudden they mismanaged matters, and there's a malpractice claim coming, and so you got to fire that person, take the workload on yourself. And so a lot of times business owners, they're handling, or firm owners, they're handling multiple caseloads. I've seen owners handle 2-3 times what would be normal, because they're just trying to keep it all afloat while they find somebody else new to bring into the firm.
Common trap is looking for leaders who can be great at everything, maybe the sales, the operations, the strategy, culture, things like that. Why is that expectation unrealistic in the real world?
Yeah, well, I mean, you might be great at sales, but are you good at marketing? Marketing's something that's very important, but there's other issues like the back end operations, because you could throw all sorts of marketing dollars, have all sorts of people come to your firm, but then if you can't serve them well, they're going to leave. They're going to either not convert as clients, or maybe they do convert, and then they work with you for a short time and they go, man, I'm not getting taken care of, and I demand better, and I'm going to go find somebody who can give me better. And so I see a lot of attorneys very focused on marketing. Marketing's important, but it's not the only piece of your business. And so you have to be able to understand that what these other pieces are and who's going to own them, and that you only have so much focus to go around.
So what does it look like to develop a team where someone can be excellent at one thing, without needing to be responsible for everything?
Understand people's strengths. Understand your strengths. Where do you fit in? And then from there, plug people in, give people clear direction, give them a clear written role that, hey, you're going to manage this element of the business. Let's say it's human resources. Like I can't make all the hiring decisions. I got to go to court and serve my clients at a high level. And so you don't need a law license to hire people. So I'm going to delegate this to somebody. I'm going to tell them what I expect of them. I'm going to write it down, give them key performance indicators, so that I have metrics to hold them accountable to, and we can know if they're on track or off track, what needs to get better, and then I don't have to focus on that any longer. And if that's their strength, they're going to do it better than you. So everybody wins.
So Kyle, for a founder who feels stretched across every function of the business, how can they identify, that one role they should stop, playing first?
That's a great question. I would start with, like, what do you hate? What really drains your batteries? I know that for me, there's certain work that I just love and I could do forever. And it really kind of energizes me. So that's probably the thing you should be focused on. And the thing that just drains your batteries, you hate, you don't understand, delegate that to somebody else, and clearly let them know this is what they need to manage, so that things don't fall through the cracks.
Awesome. Kyle, thank you for your time, brother.
My pleasure. Great being here.
All right. Thanks for listening to Go with Kyle Harbaugh. If you want to see how Chief Go Officers use AI to help firms decide faster and scale smarter, visit chiefgoofficers.com. Don't forget to leave a review, and subscribe to the show so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
If you heard anything you would like to discuss with Kyle, please schedule a call with him using the link in the show notes. Please also be sure to subscribe, and leave a review in the comments.